Hi everyone! Welcome to the Voice of Knowledge, where we unite people and knowledge by bringing you the insight from our experts across campus. In today's episode, we'll be exploring a subject that many students encounter throughout their educational journey: mathematics. Many people see mathematics as difficult, stressful, or simply a subject filled with formulas and calculation. But is that really the case? Okay, to help us explore this question, we are joined by Professor Dr. Munirah Ghazali from the School of Education and Human Sciences. Welcome, Prof.
Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you very much. I am happy to be here. It's an honor to talk about mathematics because normally when people hear the word mathematics, they either get anxiety and they often think it is about numbers, equations, and most stressful examinations. Okay, today I want to share that mathematics is much more than those scary words, because at its heart, mathematics is about patterns, relationships, logical thinking, problem solving, and above all is understanding how the world works.
That's an interesting way to look at mathematics. Now, one thing many students often struggle with is the perception that mathematics is difficult. From your experience, is mathematics really hard, or is it sometimes misunderstood?
Okay, in many cases, mathematics is often misunderstood. What I mean is that when students do not fully understand the basic concepts, they will begin to feel lost, and the new topics become more complex. Therefore, students develop fear and frustration and develop what we call maths anxiety. So over time, many students start to believe that mathematics is not for them, when in reality the issue is actually weak foundation rather than the student's lack of ability.
Oh, so it's more about the learning experience rather than the subject itself, right?
Yeah, that is exactly what I mean. That is when students, if they are able to build strong foundations and understand the concepts, then mathematics become approachable and it makes sense. It is meaningful for them.
You have mentioned patterns and how mathematics help us understand the world. That brings me to another interesting aspect of mathematics that we do not often talk about: its beauty. Can mathematics actually be beautiful?
Okay, absolutely. Okay, let me share with you one of my favorite examples. That is the sunflower. Have you ever noticed or looked closely at the center of a sunflower? You will see that the seeds, they are arranged in beautiful spirals. But what is remarkable is that this arrangement has remained unchanged over thousands of years and across different regions of the world, whether you find the sunflower in Malaysia, Asia, or other regions in Africa or in Central Asia, Americas, Australia, the sequence are the same. And when we study the sequence, how the seeds are arranged, is called the Fibonacci sequence. And this sequence is also found in other flowers, shells, pine cones, and many other structures in the real world. And scientists believe that this arrangement helps plants to use space efficiently and it maximizes exposure to sunlight. For example, if you see the way the leaves are arranged, how the leaves are produced on a tree in such a way that in this sequence, so the leaves all receive maximum sunlight for maximum efficiency. So I hope this inspires for us to see that mathematics is not something that we learn in classroom, but it exists in the world around us, and it helps us recognize and understand it. And also for me, it's a sign science that, it is organized and not just random.
Wow, that's fascinating. So, mathematics help us see patterns that already exist in nature?
Exactly. In fact, mathematics is often called the language of the universe because it helps explain and understand natural phenomena. For example, from the planetary motion, the weather systems, to technological innovation and scientific discoveries. It plays an essential role for us to understand the world around us.
Oh, that's cool. When we think about mathematics, we often assume it's the same everywhere. But beyond numbers and formulas, does culture also play a role in the way mathematical ideas develop?
Yes, and this is known as ethnomathematics. So ethnomathematics actually explore how mathematical ideas develop within different cultures and communities. For example, in the Nusantara region, mathematical concepts can be found in the traditional architecture, for example, in the batik motifs, songket weaving, navigation, agriculture, and system of trade. So if we look carefully, we find concepts such as symmetry, measurement, proportions, and patterns embedded in these practices. These examples remind us that mathematics is not something foreign. It has always been a part of our communities and cultural heritage. And if I can share, there is a research that traces the geometrical patterns in mosques from Makkah to Malacca. You can see the pattern in the mosque in these different places and the mathematics embedded within it and how it weaves with the local culture in the place.
That's something many people may not realize. Are there any historical figures contribution that students should know about?
Certainly. Many people are familiar with Al-Khwarizmi and his important contributions to algebra. In fact, algorithm is said to come from the name Al-Khwarizmi. Okay, now coming back closer to our region, we have Sheikh Ahmad Al-Khatib Al-Minangkabawi. He applied mathematical reasoning in solving inheritance distribution, or more popular known as faraid. And this required a deep understanding of fractions, ratios, and proportional reasoning. This contribution shows that mathematics has long played an important role in promoting fairness, justice, and the well-being of society. And I would like to share that Sheikh Ahmad Al-Khatib was appointed as Imam in Masjidil Haram. So he was an Imam, and he also wrote a mathematics textbook for university. So we see how cultures and also the understanding play an important role in people's understanding mathematics.
That is an amazing perspective. Now, bringing the discussion closer to our daily life, many people still wonder whether mathematics is actually useful outside the classroom. Do we use mathematics more often than we realize?
Very often. For example, when we shop, we calculate prices and we need to understand discount to guide whether we should buy or not. Okay, back at home when we cook, we adjust quantities and measurements. And more important, when we manage our finances, we need to compare costs and make decisions. And everybody loves to travel. Even when we travel, we need to estimate time, distance, and fuel consumption. Therefore, I think it goes without saying that mathematics actually is embedded in our daily lives, but perhaps we do not always recognize it.
So mathematics is much closer to our life than many people think.
Exactly. Once they begin to see the connections, then mathematics becomes more meaningful and of course less intimidating, and we hope they do not have anxiety over it.
Okay, Prof. For students who may still feel anxious or lack confidence in mathematics, what practical advice would you give to them?
Okay, first, focus on understanding rather than memorizing. And then, always make it a habit to look for patterns and connections. And thirdly, relate mathematics to everyday experiences whenever possible. And in my opinion, the most important thing is do not be afraid of making mistakes. Because mathematics is not about being perfect. It's about learning, reasoning, and improving. And maybe the shift that should take place is, rather than saying, I'm not a maths person, say, I am learning mathematics step by step. Therefore, it brings a simple shift in mindset, but inshallah, it can make a tremendous difference. And for example, see the connection. For example, when you say number 3 is the verbal representation. Link it to the quantity, 3 objects, and also link it to how you write it. So all this connection will help to make meanings to mathematics.
Those are valuable insights, Prof. Before we conclude today's session, I'd like to ask one final question. What message would you like our students to remember about mathematics?
I would like students to remember that mathematics is much more than exams, formulas, or calculations. Mathematics actually helps us to recognize patterns, understand the world around us, and solve problems in everyday life. It appears in the beauty of flowers, in the traditions of cultures, and in the achievements of great civilizations. It may begin with counting, but it grows into logic, creativity, discovery, and wonder. And in my mind, the most beautiful is that mathematics can remind us it is ayatullah, that is signs of Allah that can be observed throughout the creation. Therefore, mathematics is not simply hard or easy. Actually, it is waiting to be understood.
Thank you very much, Prof. Dr. Munirah, for sharing your insight with us today. To our audience, perhaps mathematics is not as difficult as it seems. It may simply be a subject that we need to understand from a different perspective. Thank you to our guest today for joining Voice of Knowledge. And see you guys in the next episode. Okay, bye. Bye-bye.